All right, it was 1988. My wife, Michelle, and I, we were living in the Bronx, and we had gone up to New England, to Pawtucket, Rhode Island, Connecticut, to visit some of her family, and on the way back, we were dropped off at the city to catch a train back to the Bronx. And it was early in the evening, but it was already dark because it was wintertime, and there was maybe a dozen people on our side of the platform. And there's only two people on the other side, and they catch my eye. They're away from the edge of the track, a back a ways, and you could see from their gestures that they were arguing with each other, and they're getting more and more animated, and they're moving further and further away. And then suddenly, the woman steps back, and the man reaches out and grabs her by the hair and yanks her down as he opens this door and drags her in. I look up and down our side of the track, and I'm like, holy shit, did I just see that? And I look, no, it doesn't look like anybody else has seen that. And you know how your adrenaline starts flowing and time seems to slow down, and I'm like, I'm the one who saw that. Do I do anything? You know, but then I picture myself riding the train back home, having seen that and not doing anything. I looked to my wife, and my brother-in-law Bill was there as well, and I told them what happened, and they hadn't seen it either. And before I could make a decision, I'm running. I can't go across the tracks, but down the ways is a stairs and an overpass down to the other side. And as I'm running, heading over there, not having any idea what I'm going to do, and I'm thinking, fuck. You know, I'm not a big, intimidating guy. What the hell am I going to do? You know, plus it's America, you know, he could be armed. And as I get there, I get to the door, I'm going to open it up. I don't know what I'm going to see when I open the door. And I open it up, and there she is, lying on the ground. And the man's on top of her with his fist pulled back, and he's been hitting her. And I come rushing in, and I startle him. And now he's got this look on his face between anger and confusion. Like, what the fuck's going on? And I ignore him. I step to the side, and I try to make eye contact with her. And I said, Miss, are you okay? Do you need help? And she won't make eye contact. And the guy starts being less confused and more angry, but at me. And he stands up, and he starts cursing at me, and he cocks his fist back just as the door opens up, and in comes flying my wife and my brother-in-law. And he sets him back on his heels now because he's got 3 strangers witnessing his bad behavior. And again, I step to the side, and I try to make eye contact with the woman and ask her, Miss, do you need help? And at this point, she's getting up, she's brushing off her clothes and straightening out her hair and wiping away her tears. And she finally looks up and looks at me and says, no, I'll be okay. And she puts her arm through his. And they walk out. And we step to the side, and we let them pass and watch that door close. And we're left, you know, with that adrenaline rush slowly fading. And we slowly walk back across the overpass on the other side, wait for our train, ride in silence. Back home, it's a somber ride back, but, you know, when you witness violence, especially domestic violence, you can feel so helpless, you know, and over the years, you know, whether it's a stranger or people you care about, you feel helpless, powerless to do anything because they're caught in this dance, this give and take, is back and forth, repeated again and again and again. And all you can do is offer, without judgment, your help and hope that maybe someday they'll be able to accept that.